Hello there, fellow Tauruses. My name is Amista, and we're here to look at your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week that we are looking at from Saturday through Monday, starting on the 21st of March. I am pulling one card for each day just to get some highlights or some themes out of the week and see what shows up for each day as we go through. We are going to start, of course, with the weekend and then move into the weekdays. So we have cards on the table Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, you have the Six of Pentacles, and Sunday, you have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Isn't that interesting? That nine in reverse looks like a six right side up. So let's talk about Saturday. Six of Pentacles talks about somebody evening the score with you, evening something up. So if you had loaned some butter to somebody, they could be bringing back some butter. If you had loaned a tool out, this could be the tool coming back. If you loaned somebody some money, this could be them paying you back for that. But somebody is evening something up. And this can also play out in relationships too, where you may be the person putting more into a relationship. This would be this person trying to repay that to you. So, one way or another, somebody is working on evening something up with you on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we have a really interesting card. We have a Nine of Wands, which says that there's something you're not prepared for here. Sometimes we can know something is coming and not have a chance to prepare for it. Could be that. A lot of times this is a surprise. I kind of want to see, since we can, what kind of thing is it that Tauruses are not prepared for on Sunday? What type of thing is this? And then, you know what will make that card untrue because we'll be somewhat prepared for it. All right, let's see. Using my Gilded Lenormand for this. Oh, now that's interesting. So, what we have showing up for the Gilded Lenormand is the letter. So, this could be a message, sometimes it's a contract, and the letter is combined with the mountain. And so, this tells me that this is some kind of message that's coming in from a distance, maybe coming in from a mountainous place, could be. I've seen that before, but usually I see this play out as something that's at a distance and maybe even online. So this could be an email or this could even be like a contract that we're signing online. Um, but it doesn't have to be literally a contract, but there is some kind of message that comes in from a distance. This could also be an offer. It's some kind of official-ish type message. So it could be an offer, it could be a contract. For those of us who are in the process of buying or selling houses or something like that, it could have something to do with that. Uh, Looking for maybe applying for another kind of loan could be something like that. But some kind of contract or some kind of just official message that comes in from a distance is what we see showing up here that you're not prepared for, you're not expecting, that may be taking you by surprise, even. All right, so let's move into the week. That was Sunday. Well, no wonder it's taking you by surprise. Who's sending out an official thing on Sunday? Boop, ba-da-doo, doo, doo, doo. Should we even trust this? Now I'm thinking, well, is this a scammer sending this out? So let's see if this is something that you should even be trusting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I would say that there's definitely some flattery here. I'm not sure that you necessarily want to move forward with whatever this official-ish message is, though. Okay, that's enough for a free reading. We're going to stop right there. And remember, this is a general reading, so not everything I say is going to apply to everyone here. If you want to have a more specific reading that's just looking at your energies where everything would apply, then you want to book a private reading with me. And you can see how to do that at that website right there. All my contact information is there. Let's move forward, shall we? Let's look at Monday. Monday, we have the Four of Swords. I'm actually going to run through all these weekly cards really quickly and then come back and talk about them more. Tuesday is a Page of Cups in reverse. Wednesday is a Magician. We love to see the Magician. And then Thursday we have a Queen of Cups in reverse. Uh-oh. And Friday we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Thursday and Friday are related. All right. Now, let's go back to Monday with this Four of Swords. Um this is some downtime that we're taking on Monday, and this is more of a forced downtime type of thing. This is not, I'm calling into work and taking a mental health day and going to take a drive out in the mountains or in the country or by the beach or wherever is local to you. But this is not one of those. I'm choosing to take some downtime. This is more of a forced downtime. So, forced downtime, examples of that. I used to know a lady who she was working in a warehouse and she got this card that came up. Well, she broke her arm that day, so she could not go to work in the warehouse. She had to do something that was different. So, you end up doing something that you or not everything that you would normally do. This came up for me once, and my computer overheated, and so I had some downtime because I couldn't do all my normal stuff on the computer. So, it can be a lot of different things that cause a forced downtime. But Monday, we see a forced downtime coming in. And the silver lining on a forced downtime is that you do have more time to think about things that you normally just don't have time to consider or analyze. And so you come out of this forced downtime with an updated, more accurate perception of something that's going on in your life. So there is a silver lining to the forced downtime. Now, Tuesday, Page of Cups coming up in reverse. That Page of Cups in reverse just tells me that you're going to be letting somebody know on Tuesday how important they are to you, how much you care about them, that type of thing. Blah, da, 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 da. Wednesday, we have the Magician. The Magician is able to take everything that he has on hand and turn it into exactly what he wants. So we see you really manifesting what you want to create in your life on Wednesday. And the Magician is very much a masculine type of manifestation card. So this is actually doing those things, where the Empress is more feminine or more receptive, just putting the word out to the universe or to people around her. Wouldn't it be nice if this is more, I'm going to make this happen, is what this card is. Okay, so I see you making something happen where you're bringing in a manifestation into your life that you've been wanting to have. La da 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 da. Looking at Thursday. Here we have the Queen of Cups showing up in reverse. Is this Taurus or somebody else? Ooh, okay. Let me wet my whistle here before we get started talking about this. Excuse me for that. But Queen of Cups coming up in reverse. This just means that you get to be the spectator while somebody totally loses their stuff. This is a volcanic emotional explosion. And usually, what's happening when somebody has this is there's something that they have been putting up with and pasting a smile on their face, even though inside they were not cool with whatever was happening. But they may have been afraid to rock the boat. They definitely didn't let anybody know, hey, this is a problem for me. They just tried to be cool about it, so to speak. And so somebody has done whatever this is that's been bothering this person one too many times by the time Thursday rolls around. And this person could be a male, doesn't have to be a female just because we've got a female in the card. But this person just has this volcanic emotional explosion, and they're having that because they're not just reacting to this last little thing that happened. They're reacting to weeks or months or maybe even years and decades of things that have been just sort of building up and building up and building up. And so it seems like they are way overreacting when in reality, what they're reacting to, nah, they're not really overreacting. But that doesn't keep it from being a little scary when you see it come out. So I do think you're going to be the observer on this. I don't feel like you're actually the person having the emotional reaction, volcanic emotional reaction. But I do think you're going to be the observer of this. So you're going to witness it And I also kind of get the sense that, not kind of, I also get the sense that um, this volcanic emotional eruption is going to be something that does cause some change in your environment. And for a lot of you, I think this is in your work environment. That's not going to be rock solid for everybody, but for like 80% of you, I think it's going to be your work environment. There are going to be some changes made after this volcanic emotional eruption. All right, explosion. Let's look at Friday. Three of Pentacles coming up in reverse. Now, remember, I said earlier Thursday and Friday seem to be related. Three of Pentacles in reverse talks about not collaborating with somebody. So, check it out. I think you're witnessing somebody having an emotional volcanic explosion, and I think you're stepping back from that person. I think you're like, I don't need to be a part of the battle that you just started, even if it has been justified by actions for years or decades or months or whatever. I think you're stepping back from that and you're figuring out how to do something um, without collaborating with this person who has just lost their stuff, so to speak, the day before. All right. So that's what I've got for our week, fellow Tauruses. My rising sign is Taurus. If you guys want to reach out to me, all my contact information is right at that website. I do have a newsletter there if you're not signed up for it. I do predictions that are in writing that are different than the video predictions for every week. So if you want to sign up for that, feel free. You are welcome to. And also, if I don't see you here between now and the next video for readings, Reiki, whatever, then I will see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.